If I was to boil it down, you can access the north now more easily than you have ever been able to. And I would say that that's going to change even more drastically over the next 10, 20 years. Once a route is opened, they will come. And that is something that we need to have an interest in. That is something that we need to have the capabilities to interdict, to stop, to block. But all of those resources will only enforce what we as Canadians want to see happen in our north.
When you're flying at home and you're used to 100-foot trees, you can look at a tree from 500, 600, 700 feet and you kind of have an idea how tall, how high you are. But when there's no trees or no vegetation, you can't do that the same way. So that is one of the challenges. Operating in the cold it's hard on the body, but it's also can be challenging with the aircraft as well. So learning how to operate this aircraft in a different environment is actually something that we have to go through. And so this is a good experience for that.
The main challenge on Op Nanu in this location is the environment. It's always, the environment always dictates how we live, fight, and move in the field. So it's always environment dictating. The current temperature is like minus 26, right? So it's one of the main reasons why we have the tent, because we're dealing with water and our equipment is prone to freeze, just like anything that will touch the water.
The thermal signatures are a lot harder to read because everything's so cold around you. And we've been testing out some different techniques on how to find people using IR, and as well as how to hide from an IR camera. Snow is a very good insulator, and we found that if you basically cover yourself in snow, it's quite hard to detect using IR imagery.
Everything that you do needs to be done much more deliberately and needs to be planned out much more carefully. If you show up somewhere and you don't have a way to keep yourselves and your team warm, it's a significant risk to personnel and to the mission. That's really the biggest challenge.
Winter environments, especially the Arctic tundra that we have here, is probably the most unpredictable environment that we have. So it's kind of hard to read it in that sense. You know, if it's a large flat area, it's hard to tell how far away things are. But at the same time, you got to be careful. Oh, is that actually land or is that snow-covered ice? You know, how thick is that ice actually?